Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope all of you are doing well, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new movie review. Yes, I'm doing movie reviews. I had stated in a video I wasn't going to. I was going to take a break because there was other videos I wanted to do. Well, those are taking a little bit longer than I expected, so I figured I would just start doing some movie reviews until I can finish those videos up. So with that being said, today I'm going to be reviewing one of my personal favorites. It's a Jim Carrey classic. It's from 1994, and that's the film The Mask. So The Mask is originally based off of a comic book series, which is actually a dark comic book series. And this film, they decide to lighten it up just a little bit. And this is a comedy, crime, action, I guess thriller, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure it falls in all those categories. So Jim Carrey plays Stanley Ipkiss. He's a bank clerk who just doesn't really have the best of luck. He doesn't have a vehicle. His friend wants him to go to one of the biggest nightclubs, one of the hottest nightclubs, and he just has a hard time getting in. And of course, he starts driving this really beat down vehicle. And on his way home, the car breaks down. He comes across what he thinks is a body, but it's just a mask. He finally gets home, and of course, he has to deal with his annoying, loud, rude, tenant slash neighbor, Mrs. Peeman. And, while he's just relaxing and playing with his dog Milo, he comes across this like small little interview about everybody having a mask metaphorically, and you guys all recognize that scene if you've seen the movie. But eventually, once he puts on the mask, realizes it has a power of its own and turns him into this comic relief. Superhero type. I don't even know what you call the Mask character, but he starts to have a little fun, but at the same time ends up catching I wouldn't say interest, but the eye of Dorian. He is one of the crime bosses in the city, and of course he wants to take it over, but the only person in his way is his boss. And Stanley ends up working with, since he is a bank clerk, he ends up working with one of his clients, who is Cameron Diaz. And eventually, as he puts on this mask and has multiple encounters with her, again, it basically catches the interest of Dorian, and Dorian pretty much wants to know what's going on, which eventually leads him to having the mask and putting it on, and just pretty much ends up leaving a showdown between Stanley Ipkiss and Dorian. It's a fun movie. So 1994 was a good year for Jim Carrey. I believe Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber all came out the same year, so it was definitely a big payday for Jim Carrey. This film, of course, would be the film debut of Cameron Diaz, who would go on to have a very successful career and then eventually take a break from acting to have a family of her own. And it's just a fun movie. Watching this, it's still fun, it's still entertaining. It definitely has like that Tim Burton feel and Joel Schumacher feel. And what I mean by that is those actors, tend to have, if you look at the Batman films, at least just on the Batman films, for Joel Schumacher and a lot of Tim Burton films, very colorful, very dark, like the Dick Tracy, the scenery kind of blends those dark colors and those bright colors very well, and you kind of get that in this film as well. And it definitely has that Tim Burton feel to it. I at least think it does. Everybody's great in this. You'll recognize a lot of people right off the bat. Unfortunately, one of the henchmen in this Passed away a couple years ago. You'll recognize him in, I believe he was in Daredevil or Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, one of those Marvel Netflix shows, and he's had an excellent career in movies. But sadly, the actor did end up passing away. I'm trying to see who else is in this as well, but I don't really see. Um, Nope. And the music is done by Randy Edelman. I'm not sure who he is, but I think the score to this was really good. This movie was pretty successful because it, like many movies, it ended up launching a cartoon series. And I believe the cartoon series would eventually launch its own toy line. I believe the movie ended up launching its own toy line. I don't know if the cartoon would, launch that line where they actually made figures based off the movie or what. But it's a fun movie. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. It's just a fun Jim Carrey film. Again, it was based on a comic book series that was actually pretty dark. And I think the original script for this had been, that type of style, but they decided to lighten it up a little bit, and I think it works. I think it did pretty well, and of course, there was talks about doing a sequel, and unfortunately, that did not happen. Unfortunately, the actor who played Stanley's Ipkiss's friend and coworker, he actually ended up passing away. I think maybe not too long after this movie came out. Unfortunately, the way his life ended was really, really sad. The Blu-ray itself is definitely worth getting because you get tons of special features, and I believe these are all from the DVD. There might be some new ones, but of course you get like the commentaries. You get additional scenes. You get a screen test for Cameron Diaz. And just a documentary. So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff. This is also one of those movies I would love to see get a 4K release. I think it's long overdue for one, and I think it would look absolutely amazing. So, that's my review for The Mask. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what your thoughts are on the movie. Comment down below. Give this video a like. It'll definitely help me out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you guys will be notified when I upload a video. Very, very happy that my channel is growing. This video will mark its 80th, basically my 80th video. So I'm only 20 videos away. No, yes, 20 videos away from hitting that 100 video mark, and I'm at 168 subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning into this channel, and for those who have been liking the videos and those who've been commenting, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Like I said, I had stated I wasn't going to do movie reviews, but some of the other videos I have stated I'd be working on, I'm still working on them. My Dark Universe is probably going to be one of the most complicated, and I'm not trying to make it long, but it's very difficult because I'm trying to figure out which character I want to introduce first. Who's this actor? It's just a lot of work, but I think you guys will have fun with it. And then there's some wrestling stuff I'm trying to work on. I've actually been watching a lot on the network, and I do plan to eventually pick up some All Elite Wrestling related stuff, some of their DVDs for the pay-per-views that they've had, and maybe, hopefully, some Ring of Honor and TNA, so maybe some of the older stuff. But, again, with that being said, I don't want to make this video too long. Until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you in a future video.